Hey there, Best Steel Muscles crew! Welcome to another video packed with crucial information for your performance both inside and outside the gym. Today we're diving into a topic that's been generating a lot of curiosity and, let's face it, a bit of buzz in fitness circles: creatine and its potential impact on sexual performance. That's right, folks, we're combining business with pleasure in this discussion. But before we get into this hot topic, I need your help to strengthen our community. If you're not already part of the Best Steel Muscles family, don't waste any time. Click that subscribe button right now and hit the bell. That way you won't miss any updates and you'll stay in the loop with all the content we prepare with so much love for you guys. And if this video helps you in any way, how about showing your support by smashing that like button? Your interaction is crucial for us to keep bringing you quality content that's relevant to your fitness journey. So get ready for a frank, science-based discussion about creatine and sexual performance. Could this supplement, so popular among athletes, really give you that extra boost between the sheets? Let's find out together. Sit back, relax, and let's dive in. Before we dive headfirst into the relationship between creatine and sexual performance, it's crucial to understand what this substance is and how it works in our body. Creatine isn't just another supplement. It's a true bioenergetic powerhouse that plays a fundamental role in various bodily functions. First, let's demystify. Creatine is not an anabolic steroid, nor a synthetic drug. In fact, our own body produces creatine naturally, mainly in the liver, kidneys, and pancreas. We also get creatine through foods like red meat and fish. So why supplement? The issue is that the amount of creatine our body produces and what we get through diet isn't always enough to maximize its benefits, especially for athletes and bodybuilders. That's where supplementation comes in. Creatine acts as a quick energy reservoir for our cells, especially muscle cells. It participates in the ATP-CP cycle, adenosine triphosphate, creatine phosphate, which is responsible for providing immediate energy for high-intensity, short-duration activities. In practical terms, this means more strength, power, and endurance during your workouts. But the benefits of creatine go far beyond athletic performance. Studies have shown that it can have positive effects on brain health, helping to improve memory, and even being investigated as a potential ally in treating neurodegenerative diseases. Moreover, there's evidence that creatine can help regulate blood sugar and bone health. And it's precisely this versatility of creatine that leads us to question, could its benefits extend to the sexual sphere as well? After all, if it can improve performance in high-intensity activities, why couldn't it do the same in bed, right? Now that we understand the basics about creatine, let's take a closer look at the physiology of sexual performance. After all, to understand if creatine can have any impact in this area, we first need to understand how our body functions during sexual activity. Sexual performance involves a complex interaction of systems in our body. We have the cardiovascular system, which needs to pump blood efficiently to the genital areas. The nervous system, responsible for arousal and pleasurable sensations. The endocrine system, which regulates the production of crucial hormones like testosterone. And, of course, the muscles, which play a fundamental role in the whole process. During sexual activity, our body enters a state of high energy demand. The muscles of the core, legs, and pelvis are constantly engaged, and heart rate increases significantly. In many ways, sex can be compared to a moderate to high-intensity physical activity, and this is where creatine might come into play. As we mentioned earlier, creatine is crucial for high-intensity, short-duration activities. It helps regenerate ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is the energy currency of our cells, allowing muscles to maintain their strength and endurance for longer. Theoretically, this could translate into benefits for sexual performance. Imagine being able to maintain certain positions for longer, having more energy for prolonged sessions, or even improving the quality of muscle contractions during orgasm. All of this is directly related to how our muscles function and the energy available to them. Moreover, creatine has been associated with an increase in testosterone levels in some studies. Testosterone, as we know, is a crucial hormone not only for muscle mass gain but also for libido and overall sexual performance. However, it's important to emphasize that sexual performance isn't just about muscle strength or hormone levels. Psychological, emotional, and general health factors play equally important roles. Therefore, while creatine may potentially offer some benefits, it shouldn't be seen as a magic solution for sexual issues. Now that we understand the theoretical basis of how creatine could influence sexual performance, let's take a look at what science has to say about it. It's important to note that while there's an abundance of research on the effects of creatine on athletic performance, specific studies on its impact on sexual function are more limited. First, let's address indirect studies. Several studies have shown that creatine can increase testosterone levels in men, especially when combined with resistance training. A study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition showed a significant increase in dihydrotestosterone (DHT) levels in rugby players after a week of creatine supplementation. This increase in testosterone levels could theoretically lead to an improvement in libido and sexual performance. However, it's important to note that the relationship between testosterone levels and sexual function isn't always linear, and other factors may come into play. Another aspect to consider is the effect of creatine on nitric oxide production. Some studies suggest that creatine may increase the production of this compound, which is crucial for vasodilation and, consequently, for erectile function. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed that men with erectile dysfunction had lower blood creatine levels compared to men without this problem. However, when it comes to direct studies on creatine and sexual performance, the terrain becomes murkier. To date, there are no robust clinical trials that have specifically investigated the impact of creatine supplementation on sexual function. Most of the evidence in this area is anecdotal or based on extrapolations from other known benefits of creatine. It's important to emphasize that absence of evidence doesn't mean evidence of absence. The fact that there are no conclusive studies on the topic doesn't mean that creatine can't have positive effects on sexual performance. It simply means that more research is needed to establish a clear and scientifically proven relationship. Although we don't have direct and conclusive evidence about the impact of creatine on sexual performance, there are several indirect benefits that can contribute to a more satisfying sex life. Let's explore how creatine supplementation can indirectly improve your performance in the bedroom. First, let's talk about physical conditioning. Creatine is known to improve muscle strength, power, and endurance. This means you can perform better in physical activities in general, including sex. Think about it. Better cardiovascular and muscular endurance can translate into longer and more intense sexual sessions. Additionally, creatine can help with body composition, increasing lean muscle mass, and potentially reducing body fat when combined with exercise. A more toned and defined body can increase confidence and self-esteem, crucial factors for a satisfying sex life. Another important aspect is mental health. Some studies have suggested that creatine may have positive effects on mood and cognition. A study published in the American Journal of Psychiatry showed that creatine supplementation could have antidepressant effects. Considering that mental health is intrinsically linked to sexual function, these benefits can indirectly improve sexual performance and satisfaction. Creatine can also help with post-exercise recovery and fatigue reduction. This means you might feel less tired and more willing for sexual activities, even after an intense day of work or training. Moreover, as we mentioned earlier, creatine may increase testosterone levels in some individuals. Although the relationship between testosterone and sexual performance is complex, adequate levels of this hormone are important for libido and overall sexual function. Lastly, we can't forget about the possible benefits of creatine for cardiovascular health. Some studies suggest that creatine can improve endothelial function, which is crucial for good blood circulation. Efficient blood circulation is fundamental for erectile function and sexual arousal in general. If you're considering using creatine with the goal of improving your sexual performance, in addition to the already known benefits for athletic performance, it's crucial to understand how to properly incorporate it into your routine. Let's discuss the best practices for dosage and use. The standard dosage of creatine monohydrate, which is the most studied and effective form, is generally 0.1 to 0.2 ounces or 3 to 5 grams per day. Some people choose to do an initial loading phase, consuming 0.7 ounces or 20 grams per day for 5 to 7 days, followed by the maintenance dose of 0.1 to 0.2 ounces or 3 to 5 grams. However, studies show that the loading phase isn't strictly necessary. It just accelerates the saturation of creatine stores in the body. It's important to note that the response to creatine can vary from person to person. Some individuals, known as non-responders, may not experience significant benefits from supplementation. This may be related to genetic factors or the amount of creatine already present in the diet. As for the ideal time to take creatine, there's no absolute consensus. Some studies suggest that taking it close to workout time, before or after, may be beneficial, while others indicate that the timing of ingestion doesn't make much difference, as long as it's consistent. If you're thinking specifically about sexual performance, it might be interesting to experiment with taking creatine a few hours before planned sexual activity. However, it's important to remember that the effects of creatine are cumulative and not immediate, so consistency in daily use is more important than the specific timing of a dose. Creatine can be mixed with water, juice, or incorporated into protein shakes. Some people prefer to take it with carbohydrates, as this may increase absorption. Although it's not strictly necessary, it's crucial to stay well hydrated when using creatine, as it can lead to greater water retention in the muscles. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day will not only help with creatine absorption, but also prevent possible side effects like cramps. Remember that creatine supplementation should be part of a broader health and fitness strategy. Combine it with a balanced diet, regular exercise, and adequate rest to maximize its potential benefits, both for athletic performance and sexual life. Although creatine is generally considered safe for most people, it's important to be aware of potential side effects and take proper precautions. After all, we want you to enjoy all the possible benefits without compromising your health. One of the most commonly reported side effects is weight gain. This occurs mainly due to water retention in the muscles. While this can be beneficial for athletic performance, some people may feel uncomfortable with this initial weight gain. It's important to note that this gain is temporary and doesn't represent a real increase in body fat. Some people may experience gastrointestinal discomfort, such as bloating or diarrhea, especially during the loading phase or when taking larger doses. If this occurs, try reducing the dosage or dividing it into smaller portions throughout the day. There are anecdotal reports of muscle cramps associated with creatine use, although scientific studies haven't confirmed this relationship. Either way, staying well hydrated can help prevent this problem. Some people worry about the impact of creatine on kidney function. Although studies in healthy individuals haven't shown negative effects on the kidneys, people with a history of kidney problems should consult a doctor before starting supplementation. It's important to note that creatine can interfere with some blood tests, especially kidney function markers. If you're about to have medical tests, inform your doctor about creatine use to avoid misinterpretation of results. Some people report increased acne with creatine use, possibly due to increased levels of DHT, dihydrotestosterone. If you're prone to skin problems, be alert to any changes and adjust use as needed. It's crucial to remember that, although rare, unexpected side effects can occur. If you experience any unusual symptoms after starting creatine supplementation, it's advisable to stop use and consult a healthcare professional. To minimize risks and maximize benefits, follow these precautions. Start with a low dose and gradually increase to assess your tolerance. Stay well hydrated, drinking enough water throughout the day. Avoid combining creatine with stimulants or alcohol, as this may increase the risk of dehydration. If you have pre-existing medical conditions, especially kidney or liver problems, consult a doctor before starting supplementation. Choose creatine products from reliable brands and, if possible, with quality certification. Don't exceed the recommended dose in hopes of getting faster results. More isn't always better when it comes to supplementation. Remember, creatine is a supplement, not a substitute for a balanced diet and healthy lifestyle. Use it as part of a holistic approach to your health and fitness, not as a magic solution. While we've explored the possible benefits of creatine for sexual performance, it's crucial to remember that it's just a small piece of a much larger puzzle. Let's discuss other important factors that significantly influence your sex life and how you can optimize them. First, we can't underestimate the importance of cardiovascular health. A healthy cardiovascular system is fundamental for good sexual function, as it ensures adequate blood flow to the genital areas. Regular aerobic exercises such as running, swimming, or cycling can significantly improve your cardiovascular endurance and, consequently, your sexual performance. Diet also plays a crucial role. A balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats, can improve libido and sexual function. Foods rich in zinc, like oysters and pumpkin seeds, L-arginine, found in nuts and seeds, and omega-3, present in fatty fish, are particularly beneficial for sexual health. Stress control is another critical factor. Chronic stress can decrease libido and impair sexual performance. Stress management techniques, such as meditation, yoga, or simply setting aside time to relax, can work wonders for your sex life. Adequate sleep is often neglected, but it's essential for good sexual function. Sleep deprivation can lead to hormonal imbalances, decreased libido, and fatigue, all enemies of good sexual performance. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. Alcohol and other substance consumption can also negatively impact your sex life. While a little alcohol can reduce inhibitions, excessive consumption can lead to erectile dysfunction and decreased sensitivity. Moderate alcohol consumption and avoid recreational drug use to maintain your sexual health. Mental health is another crucial aspect. Anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem can have a significant impact on sexual performance. If you're struggling with mental health issues, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Finally, we can't forget the importance of communication and emotional intimacy with your partner. A strong emotional connection can significantly improve the sexual experience, regardless of physical factors. Remember, sexual performance is multifaceted and influenced by a variety of physical, emotional, and psychological factors. While supplements like creatine may offer some benefits, a holistic approach that takes all these factors into account is the key to a truly satisfying sex life. An important aspect to consider when talking about creatine and sexual performance is its possible impact on fertility. After all, for many couples, sexual activity isn't just about pleasure, but also about reproduction. Let's explore what science says about the relationship between creatine and fertility. First, it's important to note that there's no conclusive evidence that creatine has a negative impact on male or female fertility. In fact, some studies suggest it may even have beneficial effects. For men, creatine can potentially improve sperm quality. A study published in the Journal of Assisted Reproduction and Genetics showed that creatine supplementation in men with asthenozoospermia, low sperm motility, resulted in a significant increase in sperm motility. This is important because motility is a crucial factor in male fertility. Moreover, as we mentioned earlier, creatine can increase testosterone levels in some men. Adequate testosterone levels are essential for healthy sperm production and overall male sexual function. For women, studies on creatine and fertility are more limited. However, there's no evidence that creatine supplementation has negative effects on female fertility. Some researchers even speculate that creatine could have benefits for ovarian health and egg quality, although more studies are needed to confirm this hypothesis. It's important to note that creatine may cause a slight increase in body weight due to water retention. For women who are trying to conceive and carefully monitoring their weight, this is something to keep in mind, although it's not a significant concern from a fertility standpoint. An important consideration is that creatine, like any supplement, should be used with caution during pregnancy and breastfeeding. Although there's no evidence of risks, there are also no conclusive studies on the safety of creatine in these situations. Therefore, pregnant or breastfeeding women should consult a doctor before using creatine or any other supplement. It's crucial to remember that fertility is influenced by many factors, including diet, lifestyle, stress levels, and overall health. Creatine, if used, should be part of a holistic approach to reproductive health, which includes a balanced diet, regular exercise, stress management, and appropriate medical care. Finally, if you're actively trying to conceive, it's always a good idea to discuss any supplementation, including creatine, with your doctor or fertility specialist. They can provide personalized guidance based on your specific situation and health history. And there you have it. Best Steel Muscles crew, we've reached the end of this fascinating journey exploring the relationship between creatine and sexual performance. I hope you now have a clearer and more informed understanding of this intriguing topic. As we've seen, while there are no direct studies proving that creatine specifically improves sexual performance, there are several indirect benefits that can contribute to a more satisfying sex life. From increased energy and muscular endurance to possible positive effects on hormone levels and cardiovascular health, creatine can be an interesting ally in the pursuit of a more fulfilling sex life. However, it's crucial to remember that creatine isn't a magic pill for sexual performance. A holistic approach, which includes a balanced diet, regular exercise, adequate sleep, stress control, and healthy communication with your partner, is fundamental for a truly satisfying sex life. If you're considering adding creatine to your routine with the goal of improving your sexual performance, remember to do so responsibly. Follow the recommended dosages, stay well hydrated, and be aware of any side effects. And, as always, it's a good idea to consult a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement. So, what did you think of this information? Were there any surprises? Are you considering adding creatine to your routine for these potential extra benefits? Let us know in the comments. Your opinion and experience are super important to our community. If you enjoyed the video and learned something new, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new content. Here at Best Steel Muscles, we're always working hard to bring you the best information and tips to help you achieve your goals, whether in the gym or in your personal life. So stay tuned because there's much more to come. Thanks everyone. See you in the next video. Until then, keep training hard, taking care of your health holistically, and who knows, maybe enjoying some extra benefits from creatine. Take care and see you next time.